Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is a very, and I am just going to say this, it is a very simple video tonight. It is just another announcement, this time not a streaming one. This is going to take longer than the stream. This is an announcement for something that I've been thinking about doing for quite some time, and now I have decided to do it. And I will admit it has been loosely inspired by Tales of the Jedi, but even before that it was heavily inspired by the kind of style Chronicles of Narnia do. The Unsung of Aphalas Part 1. What this is going to be a book. I do not know the length as of yet, but it is not going to be a simple, straight narrative book. Instead, it is going to be almost a combination of short story, kind of, short, middle-sized stories, and pretty much a lore book. It's going to be a combination of the two. And I have put part 1 on here because I am going to break these down into segments. And I have to honestly admit this is not the only thing like this I've thought of doing. There are others as well. But the general plan is that these are going to focus, they're going to have 10 stories in each. And they are going to be elements of the lore, some stories a bit longer than others. But they are going, and some actually being more kind of almost footnotes in other big things, and that's one of the reasons I want to do it, because by the definition of unsung, these are characters who have relative footnotes. Some of them are going to have like slightly bigger stories in lore than others, or things that are going to be a bit more significant. But with the nature of how I am doing the lore at the moment as a large timeline, it is going to be quite some time before they get a full, proper focus in some cases. So I wanted to do this as a kind of representation of how Aphalas is a world where even some of the smallest things can have some pretty sizable examples. One of the things that is listed in this first 10 as an example is, in complete fairness, a very small battle, essentially, in a much larger and longer lasting war, but it is the effort that is the main thing. The effort of this was able to buy enough time and to cause a lot more significance that otherwise may not have happened. So it is this idea that something, the butterfly effect almost, something very small being able to affect something so massive. And it also gives me the opportunity to go more into depth about these characters that I have come up with, but as of yet I have not been able to properly flush out. And I mean, this doesn't mean that other works are going to be put on hold. They're not. It's just, this is something that I want to work on, because in some cases it is going to be a bit more easier. I will just give you a brief glimpse there. Some of these already have an extensive lot of planning done to them, and others have probably featured in elements of the lore that I have already done in the timeline. So there are areas where there is going to be more focus, and honestly, I was listing them and then was thinking, okay, I need to actually find a cut-off number here, and I decided on 10. It's just nice and well-rounded. It means it won't be lasting, and it helps break it out a bit. So each time and this is the current title, The Unsung of Aphalas Part 1, and every time one of these works come out, the current intention, subject to change possibly, but the current intention is each one will be 10 short stories that focus around either one specific character or a few different specific characters tied together to the same story. And they're going to be different. Some of them are going to focus wholly on battles, others are going to be more journey based, and there's going to be some others in there. There is a chase in this one, so it's going to be a bit more. In some cases, it's almost going to tie in some of the writing style I'm trying to approach with things outside of Aphalas into Aphalas, as this is going to be something that isn't so much plot driven, it's going to be character driven more so. And yes, I don't know in terms of timeline when this will be released or stuff like that. I would like to think it wouldn't be that too far in the distant future, given A, the amount of time it takes me to write a short story, and B, the amount of lore I've already given to Aphalas, and the fact that even the stories that have no established lore yet, it doesn't mean there isn't an extensive amount of notes about them already. So, and I think the other case is I've been doing the lore and I want to continue that, but at the same time, I think actually coming up with the stories and doing it that way and then adding it into the timeline later will also help. Maybe runs the risk of possibly having some retcons in the future, but hopefully if they are few and far between and nothing too ridiculous. But yes, just a short and sweet video just to honestly just have a bit of fun and announce this. There is some other things that I'm toying around with, maybe picking up work on again. One is actually an Aphalas mod, which is something that I have been thinking on and off about for quite a while. And there are some other lore stories that I'm also considering, on top of all the other works which are still continuing as well. So yes, quite exciting, and a lot of creative stuff is flowing at the same time at the moment. But that is all for now, so until next time, please look forward to this. Welcome to the Kingdom of Aphalas and the world of Fellowmind books, and please check the channel description for the links to all the other bits, the Twitch and the social medias and Lulu and all the rest of it. So I shall see you probably tomorrow, actually, because there is going to be at least one video done tomorrow, perhaps maybe two. I sincerely doubt it'll be more than two, though. So, until next time, goodbye.